So 4 government officials in the Jammu and Kashmir administration have been axed, and now there have been first reactions that are coming in from the National Conference leader Omar Abdullah and also the PDP chief Mehbooba Mufti. Now Omar Abdullah is saying that he has no evidence to support the claims that have been made and to go against the people who've been axed, but even law suggests one is allowed trial before being punished. And what does Mehbooba Mufti go on to say? Well, she is claiming that the Jammu and Kashmir administration has created an abysmal record of sorts by dismissing more employees than recruiting new ones, and snatching the livelihood of Kashmiris on false, trivial grounds isn't just collective punishment, but also signifies the manner in which all Kashmiris are mistrusted and humiliated on a daily basis. Let's first listen into what Omar Abdullah has said exactly.
मेरे पास कोई ऐसी जानकारी नहीं है जिसके बुनियाद पर मैं ये कह सकूं कि जो उन लोगों के खिलाफ इल्ज़ाम लगे वो सही लगे या गलत, लेकिन हर किसी को अपनी सफाई देने का पूरा मौका मिलना चाहिए। कानून भी ये कहती है कि जब तक कि न आपको गुनहगार साबित किया जाए आपको बेगुनाह समझा जाता है, लेकिन बदकिस्मती से ये एक सिलसिला चला है जहाँ के लोगों को बिना ये साबित किए हुए कि उन्होंने कुछ किया या नहीं किया, उनको एक कागजी ऑर्डर के तहत जो है नौकरियों से निकाला जाता है। मैं तो सिर्फ इतना ही कहूँगा कि निज़ाम बदले तो ज़रूर इस पे दोबारा सोचा जाएगा।
Let me take this across to my colleague Tejinder. Tejinder, we've had reactions from the NC and the PDP. They are pretty much on the same page when they are talking about the weeding out of government officials. This time, through your report, we've learned that about 120 employees have been axed, and there have been reasons that have been given, and they having secessionist tendencies or being in cahoots with terrorists is something that has been at the forefront. And yet, NC and PDP claims that there has been no evidence and no trial that they have been allowed.
See, Greha, the reaction of National Conference and the PDP, Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti, is on expected line. They have to appease their vote bank in Kashmir Valley, and that is why they are making such statements. Omar went to the extent to say that once there is a regime change in Jammu and Kashmir, the new government would reconsider the sacking. So it clearly shows that Umar wants to appease those separatists, secessionists who want to break India, because these are the people, those around 120 we are talking about, they are the people who were given employment during these previous regimes, either when National Conference was in power or the PDP was in power. Their background checks were not done. Even today, when the government has sacked them, when I spoke to the Chief Secretary of Jammu and Kashmir, Arun Kumar Mehta, he said that these decisions are not taken arbitrarily. There were investigations that were done, due process of law was followed, and the decision was taken under the provision of Article 311(2)(c), which is enshrined in the constitution of the country. No government in the world can tolerate one of its employee or its employee working on behest of enemy nation, drawing salary from the government, and then working against the government and against the country. So this is something which can never be tolerated. These 4 employees who were sacked today, thorough investigation was done. The agencies that carried out those investigations clearly found evidences that these people were involved in anti-national activities. They were not only involved in anti-national activities, but some of them had gone illegally to Pakistan to take up arms training. They had joined terror ranks. Now the questions are to be raised on the previous regimes. How come the government, they did not do a CID check before giving them the employment, how they were employed in the government department? So question marks are being raised on the previous National Conference, PDP or Congress governments that were part of the government in Jammu and Kashmir. But yes, the reaction from Omar Abdullah and Mehbooba Mufti has come on expected lines. Yes, Greya.